Have you ever wondered why Muslims refrain from consuming certain types of foods? Or what exactly does the term halal mean and why is it so important? These are questions that might have crossed your mind. Dietary restrictions, while they may seem puzzling to some, carry a deep significance for those who observe them. And the term halal is not just about food. It's about a lifestyle choice that millions around the world adhere to. Keep watching as we delve into the fascinating world of Islamic dietary laws and the Halal Certification Process. In the Islamic faith, certain types of foods are considered haram or forbidden, but what are these foods and why are they prohibited? The Islamic dietary laws, known as halal, dictate what can and cannot be consumed by Muslims. Two of the most well-known prohibitions are on pork and alcohol. Pork is considered impure in Islam and thus not fit for consumption. The Quran, the holy book of Islam, specifically mentions that the flesh of swine is forbidden. Similarly, any form of intoxicants, including alcohol, is also prohibited. The Quran cautions against intoxication as it is believed to lead to social and personal harm. But the reasons behind these restrictions aren't solely religious. They also encompass health and ethical considerations. For instance, pork is known to carry various diseases if not properly cooked, such as trichinosis, a parasitic disease. Prohibiting its consumption can be seen as a protective measure for the community. In the case of alcohol, the prohibition is not only due to the potential for intoxication and subsequent impaired judgment, but also the health risks associated with excessive consumption. Alcoholism, liver diseases, and other health issues can be prevented by abstaining from alcohol. Ethics also play a crucial role. The Islamic faith emphasizes the importance of treating animals with kindness and respect. The prohibition on consuming certain animals can be viewed as a way to promote humane treatment of animals. Moreover, the concept of halal goes beyond the kind of food consumed. It also involves how the food is prepared, processed, and served. The entire process, from the way an animal is raised to how it is slaughtered, must adhere to Islamic law. This ensures the food is not only physically clean, but also spiritually pure. It's important to remember that these dietary restrictions are not arbitrary. They are deeply rooted in the Islamic faith, culture, and the desire to maintain a healthy, ethical lifestyle. So, as we can see, these dietary restrictions are deeply rooted in the Islamic faith and culture. Now that we understand what is forbidden, let's explore what is allowed, or halal, in the Islamic dietary laws. Halal is an Arabic term that means permissible. It is a broad concept that applies to all aspects of life. But for the purpose of our discussion, we'll focus on its relevance to food and diet. In the culinary world, halal refers to food that adheres to Islamic law as defined in the Quran, the holy book of Islam. This law, known as Sharia, outlines the foods and beverages that are permissible for Muslims to consume. But the concept of halal goes beyond just the type of food. It extends to the entire process, from how the food is prepared and processed to how it's transported and stored. For a food to be considered halal, it must meet several requirements. Firstly, it must be free from any component that Muslims are prohibited from consuming. This includes pork and its byproducts, alcohol, and any animal not slaughtered in the name of Allah, the God in Islam. The animal from which the food is derived must be healthy at the time of slaughter, and all blood must be drained from its veins. The person performing the slaughter must be a sane adult Muslim who invokes the name of Allah before making the cut. The tools and machinery used in the processing of the food must be clean and free from any substance considered impure in Islam. Furthermore, the transportation and storage of the food must not allow it to come into contact with non-halal items. For instance, a delivery truck transporting halal meat must not, at any point, carry pork or any other non-halal product. To sum it up, halal is not just about the type of food, but also how it's prepared, processed, transported, and stored. This comprehensive approach ensures that Muslims can consume their meals with the assurance that every aspect aligns with their faith's dietary laws. Halal is not just about the type of food, but also how it's prepared, processed, transported, and stored. Obtaining a halal certification is a rigorous process that ensures the food product is permissible under Islamic law. But what does this process entail? The journey to halal certification begins with a thorough inspection of the ingredients used in the product. Each ingredient must be halal, which means it is permissible under Islamic law. This includes not just the main ingredients, but every minor component down to the additives and preservatives. Even the source of these ingredients is important, as they must come from halal certified suppliers. The investigation doesn't stop at the ingredients. The production process is also put under the microscope. This is to make sure that the entire manufacturing process is clean and does not involve any cross-contamination with non-halal materials. For example, if a factory processes both halal and non-halal products, it must ensure that there is no chance of mixing between the two. The machinery, utensils, and even the cleaning materials used must all be halal. The next step in the process is the inspection of the storage, display, and transportation methods. These must comply with halal standards as well. The storage area must be clean and free from non-halal items. Similarly, transportation must be carried out in such a way that the halal product does not come into contact with non-halal items. Once all these checks are completed, the application for halal certification is submitted to a recognized halal certification body. These bodies are typically Islamic organizations authorized by the government to issue halal certifications. They review the application, and if everything is in order, they issue the halal certificate. However, the process doesn't end there. The halal certificate is not a one-and-done deal. It is subject to renewal, usually every 1 or 2 years. This means that the entire process of inspection and verification is repeated to ensure continued compliance with halal requirements. In addition to this, spot checks and audits are carried out by the certification bodies to ensure that the standards are being maintained consistently. If any non-compliance is found during these checks, the certification can be revoked. The halal certification process is a rigorous one, but it serves a crucial purpose. It provides assurance to consumers, particularly those of the Islamic faith, that the food they are consuming is permissible under their dietary laws. It allows them to eat with peace of mind, knowing that their food has been prepared in a way that respects their beliefs and practices. So you see, a halal certification isn't just a label slapped onto a product. It's a promise. It's a commitment to quality and integrity. It's a testament to the dedication and diligence of the producers to cater to the needs of their consumers. So a halal certification is a guarantee for consumers that the food product adheres to Islamic dietary laws. We have taken quite a journey today, exploring the dietary restrictions in Islam and the process of halal certification. We've delved into the complex world of dietary rules and regulations and discovered the significance of halal in the lives of Muslims around the globe. We started by understanding the essence of dietary restrictions in Islam, a system infused with deep respect for life and health and a commitment to ethical consumption. These restrictions aren't arbitrary, they're tied to a profound reverence for all creation and the belief in maintaining a balance in everything we consume. We then moved on to the concept of halal, a term that transcends the realm of food and permeates every aspect of a Muslim's life. It's a concept that goes beyond the mere act of eating, reaching into the spheres of ethics, health, and spirituality. Halal, as we learned, is not just about what is consumed, but also how it's procured, prepared, and served. The journey then took us through the intricate process of halal certification, a rigorous, detailed system that ensures every step of food production aligns with the principles of halal. From sourcing ingredients to packaging and distribution, each stage is scrutinized to ensure compliance with the halal standards. This certification process isn't merely a stamp on a package. It's a promise, a testament to the adherence to ethical, healthy, and clean practices in food production. It's a seal of trust for millions of Muslims worldwide, assuring them that the food they consume aligns with their faith and values. In essence, the journey of halal food is a journey of faith, respect, and ethics. It's a journey that begins with the conscious decision to consume only what is good and beneficial, passes through rigorous checks and balances, and ends in the satisfaction of nourishing the body while honoring one's beliefs. Through this journey, we've gained a deeper appreciation for the meticulous care and thoughtfulness that goes into halal food production. We've seen how it reflects a lifestyle of mindfulness, ethics, and respect for all creation. Understanding these aspects not only broadens our knowledge of the Islamic faith, but also promotes respect and inclusivity in our diverse society. Thank you for joining us on this enlightening journey.